What's good, what's great, soul family? It is your personal spiritual wellness coach and mentor, Alicia Yolanda, and I'm back today because there is a message that has been resting on my spirit for someone in the collective. Someone in the soul family needs to hear this right now. And I know this because it is something that I'm going through. And we are all divinely connected. So if I'm experiencing it, then I know it needs to reach someone. Okay? See, believe it or not, soul family. Okay? Science unequivocally supports the notion that our thoughts are the architects of our reality. I can vouch for this because right now I'm not feeling my best. A cold is starting to come through me. Okay? And it's been progressive. It's been a progressive thing. And I've noticed from the first day I got the onset of the sniffles, okay? And, a bit of a hoarse throat. And I felt it coming through. And I knew that at the time when it was trying to come through, despite the fact I was fighting it, one, I wasn't resting. I've been working constantly back to back to back to back to back, almost 7 days a week for approximately 6 months, okay? I'm doing multiple things at a time with the notion in my mind that I can do all things, which we can. But at the same time, we still have this human flesh, we still have this human vessel, and it needs rest, okay? Rest to reset. And I wasn't giving myself enough hours in the night to actually charge my body to do that. And in the process of that, I wasn't having thoughts in my mind that were supporting a healthy body. In there were doubts, complaining about, being tired, even though I was putting myself in positions to feel that way. So there was a lot of internal conditioning that I was doing for myself that wasn't supporting a healthy mind, body, and soul. And therefore, is what's now coming through in my reality, where now the body is telling me that if you're not going to listen to me, I'm going to have to make you listen to me. Okay? So when we delve into the concept of paradigm, soul family, I'm not just merely employing elaborate terminologies. I'm not just using big words. Okay? We're talking about it from a scientific perspective. But also, we know that science closely links to the spiritual. Okay? So, family, excuse me. We are referring to the deeply ingrained automatic attitudes. When we're talking about paradigms, we're referring to those deep rooted attitudes or go-to belief systems and the way in which we habitually think about specific subjects, experiences, people, places, and things, okay? Each of us, each and every single one of us, harbors our own unique paradigms. And these have been sculpted by the distinct journeys that we take on as individuals, that we've embarked upon, okay, as souls. No two individuals have traveled identical paths, okay? So that makes all of our paths are unique, okay? There's no matching emotional responses to anything, okay? And our emotional responses is what shape our realities, our thoughts, and underpin our paradigms, okay? And the various of different perspectives, realities, different truths, these are natural, okay? Though we can adapt similar belief systems, it could be societal belief systems, it could be even generational belief systems, okay, things that have been passed down, okay? But then at the same time, we could even have belief systems that come from just tradition. They're more so in the neutral realm of things. They're neither inherently negative or positive, they're just things that we do, okay, that are engraved by what we've just seen, okay, tradition, as I mentioned, okay. Though, so family, our belief systems, attitudes, and energies or vibrations that we emit, in our pursuits, okay, profoundly influence the experiences that we draw into our lives. It profoundly influences the things that we attract, okay? In essence, our current experiences are a combination of habitual thought patterns and things that we've harbored from past experiences, okay? In a previous video, I've emphasized the importance of conducting an internal audit over our lives, okay? If you haven't watched it, go and watch it, okay? I believe it's called something about auditing your life. Go and take a look on my YouTube, okay? A significant aspect of auditing our lives, embarking on this endeavor, okay, revolves around scrutinizing our own thoughts and behaviors, okay? And when I say scrutinizing, I'm not talking about judging everything that you think. That's not the idea, okay? It's about scrutinizing the thoughts and behaviors that are specifically tied to those ingrained thinking patterns that no longer serve our highest good, okay? It involves discerning which mental constructs are no longer serving us, which mental constructs are conductive to our well-being, differentiating the ones that are in favor of our progress and our ascension, and the ones that are not. We then start to identify, at least we must start to identify the thoughts that hinder our growth, that create roadblocks on our journeys and hold us back, hold us in positions where we're stuck in the comfort zone, okay? I consider this process the introspective process, okay? And this process is necessary, okay? It is necessary for severing the ties of unproductive mental thoughts right at the root, okay? This endeavor is commonly referred to in the spiritual community as shadow work. You may have seen it on social media. People are talking about doing the shadow work, okay? Okay, yes, it's not only used in the spiritual community, but that's where it's predominantly used. Some people don't use it, okay? But in broader terms, it represents that internal work that paves the way for us to transcend our limitations, our self-imposed limitations, okay? And in the grand scheme of things, in the grand tapestry of life, it's a way to really, really identify that it's never you against anyone else, okay? It's a matter of you versus you. Because while you're breaking down belief systems, eliminated things that are no longer serving you, you recognize it's always you versus a version of you that can no longer exist in the dimension that you're being called forth into. The dimension that God, divine, your higher self is calling you forth. Okay, and I've echoed this sentiment in prior videos. Everyone is a reflection of you. It's you pushed out. You would have heard many other practitioners talk about it in this way. So it's never a matter of you competing with anyone else, because everyone else is somehow, some way a part of you, especially when looking at the interconnectedness of everything, okay? To say that everyone is you pushed out is a testament to the unity and interconnectedness of all that exists. Okay? When we can truly digest this, when we can truly comprehend this, we then become more compassionate. We become more compassionate towards ourselves and towards others. When we start to acknowledge that every experience serves as an opportunity to extend that compassion to the world, to all things and all people, okay? Because from that point of recognition, we recognize that it's for our inner world. Because within ourselves, there exists no division. So when we talk about divine oneness, it's greater than simply just seeing everyone as connected. It's to recognize that what we speak out into the universe, our inner selves hear it, okay? Your physical vessel does not recognize any disparities, no differences, okay? It doesn't see the world like how we see the world through our natural eyes, okay? To the cells within us, within our vessel, our voice, your voice, is resonating to those cells as the voice of the divine, okay? They don't distinguish whether or not that last conversation that you had that weren't positive, okay, that the topic of that discussion was about Anna or Simon, okay, or whether or not that person that cut you up on the road that you're now effing and blinding about while you're driving, they don't recognize that element or that experience is outside of yourself, okay? To those tiny cells within your body, the totality of their existence is distilled into a single entity, and that entity is you. You are what they are listening to. You are the great I am. And as so within, so without. You too are an integral part of a vast body, a universal consciousness, a singular cell within the greater I am. This aligns with the principles of universal law, soul family. Again, this is not just me using big words. This is literally how, when you look under the microscope, you can see this truth. Those cells that you see under the microscope, they listen to you. It's epigenetics. You can reprogram your cells to do what you desire them to do. So family, it's so imperative that we scrutinize our paradigms, that internal self-talk, that internal world, and adapt them in accordance with the realities that we aspire, that we shape, form, and color the tapestries of our lives with the assumptions that are relating to the realities that we choose to experience. Recognize the terminologies that I'm using here. Assume the realities that you choose to experience. Everything is about your choice. You can choose to have a different thought. You can choose to have a different experience. You can choose to look at something differently to how you have been looking at it. It's about choice. Your choices are primarily linked to your assumptions, and your assumptions are based on the beliefs that you're holding as truth. And those can change. And the moment that those change, that are in accordance with what you actually want to experience, you can start to manifest something different in your life. You can manifest different experiences, different people. Okay? My personal journey is a testament to that. My personal journey has illuminated what most of us forget when we're in the midst of challenges, especially when we're talking about shadow work. We forget that shadows only exist when light is shining on a particular object. Okay? When that light is directed towards something specific. In this case, those objects are our thoughts. They are incorporeal. They're unseen. Okay? They're not tangible. They're not physical. But they cast that shadow within ourselves. And we respond to those shadows forgetting that those shadows are merely just there because of how we're shining the light on the situation. In the context of inner work, soul family, the most significant shadow work lies in the choice to experience something different. For many, those unseen struggles is the trying to battle with the shadows, trying to battle with the negative parts of ourselves, okay? That negative self-talk, the fear, the apprehensions about outcomes, our future, and so forth. Yet, somehow, the moment we accept that there's no need for the fight, there's no need for the battle, all that is actually required is a single choice. To remember what we already know. That it is in our power, it's in our hands, that we can shine the light onto something else. Something that doesn't cast those same shadows that are responsible for the limiting beliefs, the fear-induced shadows, the anxiety, all those comfort zone shadows that keep us confined in old paradigms that are no longer serving us. This is the lesson that I've imparted on my clients, that I continue to impart on my clients, and I'm so eager to share it with you, soul family, to help you reclaim your power. Recognize that you possess the power required to shape your destiny, to reshape your reality, to walk and talk in the power that was given to you since your birth. You are the hero that you've been waiting for. And this is the inception of that narrative that you've been playing. The best is yet to come. As always, beautiful people, divine kings, divine queens, my soul family, for any queries, feel free to email me. Send me a direct message or even leave a comment beneath this video. Because I tell you what, if you're thinking it, then the likelihood is that someone else in the soul family that will have the same vibrational question as you will be thinking it too. So if you put it down below, you won't just be helping me, you'll be helping others too. And of course, I'll do my best to answer it in the best way I know how. Okay? And for now, okay, one love. Be love. You know we see love. I read blessings. Serenity and harmony, soul family.